Check it out. CrownTVNews.com. Ghost Told You So. LOXD Block. Shout out to the homie Prince. Yeah.
I'm a big YouTuber.
I literally cover court cases for a living.
I'm gonna give you my ID.
I cover the court cases for a living.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Crown TV Courts, brought to you by CrownTVNews.com. Reminding y'all to go check out the website. You will find this document we're about to talk about today and many others like it. Also, news stories that you might not necessarily find on the channel, you will find on the website. Make sure y'all go check out the website, CrownTVNews.com. Let's get to the story of the day. All right, y'all, very quickly, the latest breaking news, and by the time a lot of y'all see this, it may not be so breaking. Aljamiah Mack sentenced to 17 years in this Treyway case, and that is actually good news. I know a lot of people may be wondering, how is 17 years good news? But the prosecution and the probation department both were dead set on Aljamiah Mack receiving at least 30 years for his participation in this Treyway case, and he walked away with 17. So shout out to that. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer, who has been very fair across the board in this Treyway case. He's been more fair than a lot of these judges we have covered. So again, shout out to that. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Now, we're moving on to this Star Brim / 5'9" Brim case. New evidence is surfacing. We're going to talk a little bit about that. For those of y'all who may not know, there is a thing in these federal cases that is called a discovery. And basically what this is a catalog of the evidence that the prosecution plans to use against each of these individuals should these individuals decide that they want to take these cases to trial. Now, we never get to see this document as a full document per se. We get to see bits and pieces of it rolled out as we get closer to trial for those individuals who decide that they want to take these cases to trial or are at least thinking about it, and then at trial, we get to see it rolled out, obviously, as the evidence. We are at a point in this case at the very beginning where the prosecution is going to allow us to have a sneak peek into some of this evidence. And what happens is, as these defendants go up for their bail hearings, where the judge is going to decide whether or not they are worthy of bail, the prosecution is going to submit what is called a motion of opposition to this defendant getting bail. And in this motion of opposition, they are going to lay out why this defendant should not get bail, and they are going to do that with some of the key evidence in the case that they have against that defendant. So that's what we're going to talk about today. This latest one that was released, this is for Markel Bobian, and it includes evidence that people are going to be interested in. So let's get to it. Now, sadly and unfortunately, most of the evidence in this document comes in the form of a gangster group chat on Facebook, of all places, where gangsters meet to discuss criminal activity, both past and future. And I want to put this up on the screen for y'all. This is one of the first instances that they use in this document, and this relates to the slashing, by the way. It says, in addition to multiple robberies, Bobian was also involved in committing other acts of violence with the gang. As detailed in a February 18th letter, this is the letter that I showed y'all a couple videos back. Little was kicked out of the gang in July 2019 and joined a rival gang. Bobian had numerous communications in a Facebook group chat with other 5'9" Brim gang members, in which participants in the chat discussed harming Little prior to when she was slashed on August 8th, 2019. After Little, who goes by the alias Noni, was slashed on both sides of her face on August 8th, 2019, Gambrel and Bobian had the following conversation on Facebook Messenger. Now, the first individual says, niggas told me Noni gotta get surgery in her face. The second individual says, good for her. The first individual says, facts. He calls her a stupid B. The first individual says, facts. She tough, right? She'll be all right. And then the reply is, F her stupid. And then the reply to that is facts. Now, I want to remind y'all that that is one of numerous conversations that they say they have, and this is afterwards. The other conversations they say they have are prior. So they have them before and after talking about this slashing. Now we're going to move on to the next event. It says Bobian and Gambrill had other troubling conversations over Facebook Messenger about intended acts of violence and their possession of firearms. For example, on November 4th, 2018, Gambrill sent Bobian a picture of an individual on Facebook Messenger, and then the two had the following conversation. The first individual asks, "Who is that?" The reply to that is some bozo from Benji Hood. The first individual says, "Let's punch him." The reply to that is, "He only 16, shaking my head." The first individual says, "F it, let's crush him." The reply to that is, "Laughing my ass off, I'm with it." The first individual says, "Bronx River, right?" The reply to that is, "Yes." And then the first individual says, "Say less." Another instance says Bobian also had conversations over Facebook Messenger about firearms possessions and use with Jamar Simmons. Copy below is a conversation between Bobian and Jamar Simmons on September 20th, 2019, approximately 1 week before the murder of Mensa. Mensa went by the alias 40. Now, following that is another one of these incriminating conversations. I'm going to make the document available for all y'all. I just want to skip ahead to this part right here. And it says, corroborating Bobian's possession and use of firearms will be cooperating witness testimony that Bobian is a violent drug dealer for the gang who regularly has a firearm and has committed multiple shootings with other gang members. Now, also in this document, besides more incriminating conversations from this Facebook group chat, is also cell phone text messages that they recovered. Y'all can read all of that stuff yourself. Y'all don't need my help. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Gangster group chats where gangsters meet and discuss criminal activity, past and future, on Facebook. Make sure y'all check out the website, crowntvnews.com. It's the Crown Prince. Thank y'all for helping me reach 20,000. Peace.
Salute to Crowned TV Courts on YouTube. Again, Crowned TV Courts. Do you know that channel? If not, please go there. Tell them I sent you. Doing some great work.